Ready-to fight battle rages outside Kyiv as Russian forces push on Ukrainian capital where tank traps on streets to repel invaders. The battle outside Kyiv is raging on as Russian forces close in on the capital with defiant Ukrainian soldiers setting up tank traps on the streets to repel invaders. Vladimir Putin's troops are believed to be just 15 miles from the city as it's reported an airbase just miles from Kyiv has been struck by missiles. The mayor of Vasilkiv claimed this morning that a Russian rocket had destroyed a Ukrainian airbase near the city in Kyiv Oblast with footage showing a ferocious fire at the site. According to Vasilkiv Mayor Natalia Balasinovic, an ammunition depot was also hit as footage on social media appears to show smoke billowing from the scene. Kyiv Oblast police said a fire broke out at the depot after being struck by 6 Russian missiles. Air raid sirens blared out across the capital this morning as well as in other cities with reports of explosions in the strategic city of Dnipro, as well as in Mykolaiv, Nikolaev and Kropotnitsky. But as Putin's invasion continues to stall, the Ukraine's defense unit has claimed an enemy control point in the Kyiv direction has been destroyed after being blasted from the air, as it declared our air force is working in a tweet. It comes as Russia is feared to be planning another major assault on Ukraine's capital Kyiv, as troops have been pictured moving towards the city. Satellite images show Russian tanks and other vehicles heading towards Kyiv, while other aerial footage appears to reveal military equipment being stationed outside the capital. The images from Maxar, which has been monitoring the invasion since the start, were taken close to Antonov Airport, just miles from the city. A large military convoy can be seen traveling along the main road. Images appear to show the infamous 40-mile death convoy of Russian vehicles stalled near Kyiv for almost 2 weeks has now dispersed, as rocket artillery is moved into firing positions for an assault on the city. On Friday, the UK Defence Ministry claimed Russia is likely to want to resume its offensive in Kyiv in the coming days. Meanwhile, Maxar Technologies said Russian troops have been firing artillery toward residential areas as fresh imagery appears to show homes and buildings on fire in the village of Moschun, just 17 miles from Kyiv. But Ukraine remains defiant as officials say Kyiv is ready to fight as presidential advisor Mikhailo Podolyak branded it a city under siege and confirmed checkpoints were prepared. Kyiv will stand until the end, he added. Meanwhile, a Ukrainian MP has said the fight for Kyiv will be Russia's new Stalingrad if they want to make it so. Speaking on BBC's Radio 4 Today program, Sviatoslav Yura said, "It's a massive town of millions, and if the Russians try to come in they will have quite a fight on their hands. This will be their Stalingrad if they want to make it so. Nobody is going to surrender, I can definitely guarantee you that." It comes as Volodymyr Zelensky has said Ukraine has reached a strategic turning point in its conflict against Russia as he urged Ukrainians to be patient. In a video message, Ukraine's president said, "I know that many people have started to feel tired. I understand. Impatient. I understand. This is life. When we mobilize, when we see our victories and the loss of the enemy on the battlefield, we expect the struggle to end sooner. We expect the invaders to fall faster. But this is life, this is war. This is a struggle. Time is still needed. Patience is still needed." Zelensky insisted the country is moving towards victory as troops have reached a turning point. "It is impossible to say for how many more days we must liberate our Ukrainian land. But it is possible to say we will do it," he added, "because we have already reached a strategic turning point. We are already moving toward our goal, toward our victory." And today he said the Russian army has suffered its largest losses in decades, claiming 31 battalion tactical groups have now been rendered incapable of combat. In his latest video address, Zelensky said, "The Russian troops are suffering great losses. We could even now talk about the greatest blow to the Russian troops in tens of years." It comes after a senior Moscow diplomat said Russia may target Western shipments of military equipment to Ukraine after Joe Biden warned of World War III. Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov said Russia had warned the US that pumping weapons from a number of countries it orchestrates isn't just a dangerous move, it's an action that makes those convoys legitimate targets. The warning came after Biden personally halted plans to send MiG fighter jets from Poland to Ukraine, saying that a direct conflict between Russia and NATO would be catastrophic. Biden that he would defend every single inch of the military alliance if needs be. Poland offered its 28 twin-engine jet fighter aircraft to the US, but Biden blocked the offer, fearing it would lead to World War III. Meanwhile, at least 1,582 civilians have been slaughtered in the besieged city Mariupol after 12 days of non-stop Russian bombardments, its council revealed. Hundreds of thousands of people are trapped in Mariupol, including 3,000 babies and 50,000 children, according to city officials. Fights have broken out for food as terrified residents cower in freezing, damp and overcrowded basements without electricity or running water. Members of the Red Cross taking shelter in the city have told of the desperate situation as medicine and other supplies. Writing on Twitter, one told how they have opened up the office to more than 60 people to keep them safe. "We keep the shelter, the basement, only for children and their mothers," they said. "All other adults and children above 12 they sleep in the office. It's really cold. We still have some fuel for generators, so we have electricity for 3 to 4 hours a day."